Ever had that light bulb moment for an app, but then you hit a wall, thinking, okay, but how do I actually build this thing? Well, today, we're going to break it all down. We're going to walk through a simple step-by-step blueprint for creating your very own AI-powered app in 2025, even if you've never written a line of code in your life. So let's jump right in. First things first, AI isn't some sci-fi concept anymore. It's real and it's right here, right now, literally in your pocket. It's the magic behind your music recommendations, the brain in your voice assistant, and the secret sauce that makes your favorite apps feel like they just get you. So we're all using AI every single day, but how do you make that leap from just being a user to being a creator? You know, if you're an entrepreneur, a student, or just someone with a really cool idea, how do you turn that into a real working app? It can seem super intimidating, I get it, but it's way more possible than you might think. To figure out how to build one, we first have to get the lay of the land. And believe me, AI apps are absolutely everywhere. They've gone from being kind of a cool novelty to a total necessity, completely changing what our phones can do. Okay, and this is super important. When we say AI app, that can actually mean two totally different things. So before we go any further, we need to get clear on the two main ways AI is shaking up the app world. So on one side, you've got apps where AI is the main event. Think about a chatbot that actually understands what you're asking. That's AI. Or an app that can identify a flower from just a picture. That's AI too. Then, on the other side, you have developers using AI as a tool to help them build the app, like an assistant that helps them write code way faster. One is the final product, the other is part of the process. For our purposes today, we're going to focus on building the product. All right, you've got your killer idea for an AI-powered app, so now what? Where do you even start? Well, the good news is we can break this whole journey down into a really practical, 5-step blueprint that'll take you from concept to launch. And here's that roadmap. It all kicks off with defining your purpose. Simple, right? From there, you pick your tech, and then you follow that classic development cycle. Design it, test it, and launch it. Let's dig into these a little more, starting with the one that matters most, your why. Seriously, step one is everything. Before you even think about technology, you have to nail this one question. What problem am I actually solving? And is AI truly the best way to solve it? Or is it just a cool buzzword? Whether you're making a smart photo editor or a recommendation engine, having a crystal clear goal right here makes every other decision down the line so much easier. Okay, once you know your why, you've got to choose your how. This is a huge decision. Are you going to build your AI model from the ground up using a powerful framework like TensorFlow? That gives you tons of control, but it's a lot of work. Or are you going to plug into a ready-made brain, like an API from OpenAI, and let it do the heavy lifting? This choice really shapes your budget, your timeline, and what your app can ultimately do. The last few steps will feel pretty familiar if you know anything about app development, but they've got an AI twist. You'll design the app to be super easy and intuitive for people to use. Then comes testing. And this isn't just about squashing bugs. For AI, it's about making sure your app is fair and gives good, reliable results for everybody. And finally, you deploy it. You get it out into the world on the app stores for people to download and use. All right, that blueprint makes sense, right? But now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about the stuff that often stops great ideas in their tracks. The tech, the tools, and of course, the budget. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, or hopefully not, right? What is the real-world price tag for bringing one of these amazing AI ideas to life? So for a more basic app, one that plugs into an AI that someone else has already built, like those APIs we just talked about, you're typically looking at a range of about $10,000 to $50,000. But, and this is a big but, if your app needs a completely unique, custom-built AI model from scratch, one that needs tons of data and a team of specialists, well, that cost can easily shoot past $100,000 and sometimes way beyond. Now, seeing those numbers might feel like a punch to the gut for a lot of people. But what if there was another way in? Let's talk about a game-changing path for all the entrepreneurs and non-coders out there. So if you're looking at those numbers and feeling just a little bit overwhelmed by the cost and the sheer complexity of it all, trust me, you are not alone. It's a lot to take in. But here's the really good news. You don't have to be a programming wizard or have a huge bank account to get in the game anymore. There is another way forward. It's called no-code AI. And honestly, this is all about opening doors. No-code platforms let you literally build your app by dragging and dropping elements on a screen. You can integrate really smart AI features like chatbots or recommendation engines without writing a single line of code. This just crushes the cost, gets your idea out into the world so much faster, and works for both Android and iOS. It's a total game changer. The impact here is massive. Our source material says it perfectly. These innovations are lowering the barrier to entry. This isn't about replacing developers. It's about making the playing field bigger, letting more people with great ideas actually build them. So here's the bottom line. The tech for building incredible AI apps is more available and more affordable than it has ever been. The blueprint is there. The tools are ready and waiting. The only question left, and it's the most important one, is what will you create?